Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your favorite casual basketball fan, Skinny Hardaway. This video will be more of a recap and reaction to the NBA the past week. I plan on posting these weekly, and it's going to be shorter than most of my other videos so that there's content on this channel being uploaded consistently. So let's get into it. And to pick up where I left off, I'll talk about some players that stood out this week. The Greek Freak, aka Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think I pronounced that right. He had a monster first week. He averaged 38 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, and he's shooting over 65% from the field. He was challenged in the summer by Kobe Bryant to win MVP, and I don't know if that's just what kicked it into gear for him, or if he already had that mindset coming into the league. But I will say I was one of the first people to notice how good he was going to be at 21 years old. And this guy is 22. He's going to turn 23 soon, but nonetheless, this guy is already doing crazy things. I mean, I might get some flack for saying this, but when I watch him in the post and how he bullies guys down low, I haven't seen that since a player like Shaq. And I know I'm not saying Giannis is Shaq or vice versa, but just watching him, that's what it kind of reminds me of. LeBron, there's not really much to say. I mean, he's still dominating 15 deep. He had a very good first game, 29 points, 16 rebounds, 9 assists against the Celtics in the opener. He's more so just pacing himself through this season. We're not going to see too many big games, but we will see big games, occasionally. But as you guys know, LeBron saves himself for the postseason because that's when he wants to, give 110% effort. Because, it looks like Cleveland's going to be on his way to another finals run. So that's just it with LeBron. I mean, it's kind of what we're getting. Even keel, you know what you're going to get. Steph Curry, his shooting arm is still on fire. He's averaging 29, 5, and 5, shooting 41% from deep in the first week. He did get into an incident in the Pelicans game where he threw his mouthpiece at a referee and got ejected. So I don't know what the disciplinary actions are going to be, if there has already been some levied down. Not sure, but I assume something will happen because you can't really do that to a referee. I don't want to say assault, but it is kind of like assault on a referee. So I'll be seeing what's going to happen with that. But yeah, Steph Curry still being Steph Curry as usual. Russell Westbrook averaged 19, 9, and 12 in his first week. If you follow my NBA preseason predictions on my Google Plus page, I did say in my other notes section, people thought it was a bold take. I think Russell Westbrook will average a triple-double again this season. I just don't think it'll be 31, 10, and 10. It'll be more like, a 21, 10, 11, or 12, around that type of area, not those crazy numbers he had last year. But he finally has some support this year, so I don't see why he couldn't average a triple-double, truth be told. Blake Griffin had a pretty quiet but albeit very good week. He's averaging 29 points and 10 rebounds on 52% shooting. I think he'll have a very solid year, actually. I've seen people try to throw him in the MVP conversation. I'm not sure if they were just trolling or if they were being serious, but I think he's going to have a very good year since, Chris Paul now isn't there, and I think he'll be able to do what he wants on offense to a degree. So he doesn't have to wait for his point guard to set him up, or he doesn't have to go spot up somewhere and wait for Chris Paul to give him the ball so he can go to work in the post or whatever. But I think Blake Griffin's going to have a pretty good year. And then last but not least, James Harden. He looked like he hasn't lost a step. I think that he is still frustrated that I don't want to say got cheated, but I think he's upset that he finished second in MVP voting twice in the past, 3-4 years. So I think that he's really going to be trying to gun for it this year. He averaged 28, 4, and 9 in his first week. And I guess I don't want to say this is a good news for him, but what kind of plays into his favor now is that Chris Paul's injured for about 2 weeks to 6 weeks. So this will be James Harden's time to, make a statement and say, hey, I need to be in this MVP race now that Chris Paul is out. So he'll basically be carrying his Houston team on his back for that time being. But I think that James Harden really should be looked seriously as an MVP candidate. And just some other thoughts I'll throw out there. The Suns suck. I don't really know what else to say. They're just really bad. They got beat by 48 points on opening night, which is the biggest margin of loss or victory per se on the other side in NBA opening night history. Then they lost by 42 to the Clippers. They also fired their coach, Earl Watson. And then right during that same time, Eric Bledsoe, their point guard, had tweeted he didn't want to be there. And so segueing to Eric Bledsoe, I was going to make a quick hot take, so I guess you get a little hot take alert up there. I think Eric Bledsoe will be traded to either the Knicks, Clippers, or Pelicans. I don't really have a good trade scenario to say why, but I just think that's where he'll be needed the most. The Brooklyn Nets are actually looking pretty decent. They lead the NBA in points per game and points per 100 possessions. There are 6 undefeated teams remaining: the Los Angeles Clippers, Memphis Grizzlies, Toronto Raptors, Houston Rockets, San Antonio Spurs, and Washington Wizards. Don't know if that'll still remain after this week, but if so, then hey, I guess I'll put them on the list again for the next week. Anthony Davis, man, we got to do something, man. We got to do something. We got to get him out of New Orleans. I'm sorry, I like New Orleans. It's a beautiful city. I've been there before. But, man, we got to get Anthony Davis out of New Orleans. It ain't looking too good, man. I mean, him and DeMarcus Cousins are combining for 65 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists. But yet they're still losing, and it makes no sense. We got to get him out of there, man. The project get AD out. We got to get him out, y'all. We got to get him out. Right now he's averaging 32 and 17. We got to get him out, man. We got to get him out. And last thought, Dwayne Wade is finally coming off the bench. I mean, about time. I'm glad it didn't take them until midseason to figure this out. I like Dwayne Wade. He's one of my favorite players of all time, but we just got to call an ace and a spade. Dude is washed. He's had no value to the starting lineup for the Cavs. And then the few minutes I seen them play when the Cavs played the Bucks, and I saw Dwayne Wade run with the second unit, they actually looked fluid and they looked pretty good. So I think that's probably Dwayne Wade's best option right now, is to come off the bench. So hopefully J.R. Smith is happy now. He's getting a starting spot back, and we'll just have to see how that plays out. That's it for me, everyone. Thank you all for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up and click that subscribe button and the bell for notifications on my channel. This is Skinny Hardaway signing out.